Hi listeners, we have discussed a little about sentence pattern so far. We have discussed about subject, verb and object. We know that a sentence is not just a string of words which are randomly put together. There is a set of constituents, definable set of constituents that combine to make sentences. We have a set of rules which are used to combine these constituents. We use a relatively small number of set of rules to produce an unlimited number of sentences or utterances. So, a limited set of rules and basic elements are the basic constituents. What are they? Subject, verb, object, complement and adverbial. The subject shows who or what is doing the action. It's always some form of noun or pronoun. The verb shows the action or state of being. Among the 5 basic elements in a sentence, the last 4, that is verb, object, complement and adverbial, are parts of the predicate. Sentences are formed by combining subject with one or more elements of predicate. So, a normal sentence consists of subject plus predicate. We have to note that verb is never optional. I already told you it is like heart, how important our heart is. Like that, verb is for sentence. It is the essential part of every sentence. The object. What is an object? The object is usually the person, place or thing that is being acted upon by the verb. The way, how can we find out the object? It is the noun or pronoun that follows the verb. Among the objects, we need to distinguish between direct objects and indirect objects. How will you differentiate? A direct object is directly affected by the verb, whereas the indirect object, it is generally the recipient of what is directly affected by the verb. So, IO is the recipient and DO is the direct person who is affected. For example, I made a cake. A cake is the direct object. SVO, that is SVDO, sentence pattern, we can identify by whether it can be written in passive voice form or not. After learning about complement, you may have slight doubt whether it is complement or object. At that time, this idea you should make use of. Can it be transformed into passive voice sentence? A cake was made by me. So, here I am able to write the sentence in passive form. So, it is object. How can you identify a direct object? A direct object can be identified by putting forth the question what, which or whom. So, they made me captain. Made whom? Made me. So, it is direct object. That way you can identify it, whether it is direct or indirect object. Complements are required to complete the meaning of a sentence or a part of the sentence. The complements may qualify or give more information about the subject or object. When it is complementing subject, it is subject complement. When it adds information to the object, it is object complement. And the object complements follow a direct object that you can keep in mind. So, they made me captain. Here, me is the direct object and captain is the complement. In English, we have different types of complements. What are they? Subject complement, object complement, adjective complement, verb complement, and adverbial complement. Subject complements rename or describe the subjects of sentences. They may be nouns, pronouns, or other nominals that rename or provide additional information about the subject of the sentence. She is the principal. The principal is the subject complement. I am the winner. Winner is the subject complement. My colleagues are friendly. Here, the subject complement friendly modifies the subject colleagues. This story is exciting. The subject complement exciting modifies the subject story. An object complement always follows the direct object and either renames or describes the direct object. She named the baby Babu. Here the verb is named. Who or what is named? She. So, she is the subject. Whom did she name? She named the baby. So, baby is the direct object. And any word that follows the direct object or that renames or describes the direct object is an object complement. So, Babu is object complement. The object complement characterizes the object. How the subject complement characterizes the subject, object complement characterizes the object. That is, it describes or it locates the object. We consider him a fool. She laid the baby in the cradle. It is not possible to delete the object complement. If we delete, there will be radical change in the meaning of the sentence. So today we have learnt about the complement. A complement is a word or group of words that completes the meaning of a part of the sentence. It is essential to the meaning of that part it complements. That is, it is needed to render the meaning of sentence. Let us learn a little more about adjective complement. What is an adjective complement? An adjective complement is a phrase or a clause that completes the meaning of an adjective by giving more information about it. That information helps the readers to understand the situation better. So, the information it provides is necessary in order to complete the meaning of the adjective. An adjective complement is more than a word, a phrase, or a clause. It comes right next to an adjective. That is, it's right next to an adjective. You can keep the three things which can function as an adjective complement in a sentence. What are they? Prepositional phrase, infinitive phrase, and noun clause. Prepositional phrase can act as an adjective complement. What is a prepositional function? Prepositional phrase? Prepositional phrases are formed by using a preposition and its object, that is noun, noun phrase, noun clause, or pronoun. So first a preposition and then it may be followed by a noun or noun phrase, noun clause, or pronoun. I'm mad about your score. Here, about your score is a prepositional phrase. It is acting as an adjective complement. It is coming next to the adjective mad, and it is giving useful information about it. If we end the sentence with the adjective mad, it won't have more clarity about the sentence. We wouldn't know more about the speaker. What is he mad about is not known. I am concerned about your health. About your health is the prepositional phrase. And I am concerned, if you stop, then it is not known what I am concerned about. So, it gives extra information. Shyam is dedicated to this project. Here, to this project is an adjective complement. When an infinitive phrase functions as an adjective complement, it talks about the reason for the adjective, the state. I'm happy to see you again. To see you again is an infinitive phrase that is following the adjective happy. And it is giving the reason for the state of existence. That is why I am happy. That reason is to see you again. So it completes the meaning of the adjective by telling us why the speaker is happy. Next one is noun clause as an adjective complement. A noun clause is a dependent clause that functions as a noun in a sentence. Noun clauses often start with the following subordinating conjunctions: what, who, whom, that, where, why, when, and how. But the noun clauses do not function as a noun. They just give information about an adjective and completes its meaning. So you have to be careful about the function. It is evident that she is angry with us. Here, the noun clause is giving more information about the adjective, evident. And it is telling us what is evident. It actually is not a noun clause as a noun clause, but it is an It is a modifier. It is functioning as a modifier. It is giving information about an adjective. It is disappointing that you are still working here. Here, what is disappointing? This noun clause. That you are still working there. So that is here acting as an adjective. That is, so it is adjective complement. It is evident that she is dying. So we are able to see the evidence. I am delighted that all my students have passed the exam. So it is giving more information about the delight. Why am I delighted that all my students have passed the exam? Next comes the verb complement. A verb complement is usually an object that comes after a verb that completes its meaning. Without the verb complement, the sentence stops giving the same meaning and it looks incomplete. I need. This sentence is incomplete without mentioning the object of the verb. Reading this sentence, we are forced to think that we don't know about what I need. But if the sentence is completed with the verb complement, I need money, I need your number, I need your gift, I need a glass of water, then we are able to understand the meaning. Here, to complete the meaning of the verb, the word or the phrase, the complement is added. I hope that you win this competition. Here the noun clause, that you win this competition, is the verb's complement. So without this complement, I hope, what is the meaning? It looks incomplete, you know. We enjoyed watching this show. So we enjoyed. There the meaning is incomplete. We enjoyed watching this show. So watching this show is the complement to the verb enjoy. So what can complement a verb? A verb complement as its objects can be noun or noun phrase, pronoun, gerund or gerund phrase, infinitive or infinitive phrase, noun class. So keep these in your mind. An adverbial complement. Next one, an adverbial complement. What is an adverbial complement? It is an adverb or adverbial that completes the meaning of a verb. It helps the sentence in giving the meaning it intends to give. Taking an adverbial complement out of the sentence changes the core meaning of the sentence. That is the essential part of the sentence. That way, next we will learn about adjunct. That is the difference between the complement and adjunct. Adverbial complement is very essential, whereas adjunct is not essential. Even if we remove that, the meaning will not be changed. Anyhow, now we are discussing about adverbial complement. It is a type of verb complement as it helps to complete the meaning of verbs. I love coming here. Here. That is the complement to the verb coming. So, you don't just come. I love coming. You are coming to some place and that you love. So, this here has importance. Taking the verb complement it makes the meaning, if you remove that verb complement, it seems incomplete. That only makes the difference. Then don't aim for a money fight. For a money fight is the adverbial complement. It is the prepositional phrase that is complementing the verb and helping it complete the correct meaning of the sentence. When used as an intransitive verb, it is followed by a prepositional phrase starting with either for or at. So we are aiming at the manager's post. When you aim at something, you plan to achieve it. Without using the prepositional phrase starting at plus some object, this meaning cannot be delivered. Without the verb complement, we are aiming. What are you aiming? The sentence seems to be incomplete and it does not give the intended meaning also. So that is adverbial complement. Now the final one, phrasal verb. Phrasal verb. What is a phrasal verb? A phrasal verb is a combination of an action verb and a preposition. The preposition in the phrasal verbs changes the meaning of the verb. The phrasal verb often has a different meaning from the verb alone. Here are some common phrasal verbs: pass out, break up, look up to, get through, go after. See, the first word in the phrases is an action and the next word is the preposition. But when you use it as a phrasal verb, it is completely different. You will pass out before the test. I can't break up with her. We look up to your father. You will get through this problem. The police are going after him. So, the preposition in the phrasal verbs is the adverbial complement. The sentence stop making sense or give a completely different meaning without the preposition. So far we have discussed about the complement, the basic facts, what are needed to help in writing sentence pattern. So the 5 basic elements we have discussed today and the 4 basic elements we have discussed so far. And one more is adjunct, that we will see in the next episode. Thank you.